In our Spring Integrations project, we have multiple controllers which are returning models and views. So today we will be testing these models and views using our Spring MVC JUnit test cases. So our test cases will be regarding these models and views only using the get request. In the next part we will be doing the post request. So I am Anjali, you are watching Smarty Tech Fizz. Namaste everyone and welcome to my channel. So let's get started with the today's topic, that is testing the get request with models and views in our Spring integration projects. So here we are. We have already done with the configuration part of the mock MVC that we have done using the base test class. Now we just need to implement this class in our test class for the home controller. This is the controller which we have tested earlier for just for the base test for testing the configuration. Now we will be testing these models that is returning by this controller and this controller and this one too. So they all are returning a page. I am just returning all of them on a single page. If you have multiple page, you can just replace that view to the your original view. Okay, so now these are three controllers, all are of the get type and all are returning the views and models from them. All are returning to the views and models and with the multiple type of get request, that is it is a normal simple get request, it is the get request with path variable, and it is the get request with the request param. So let's first test this normal get request in our class, in our video. So firstly I will create a class which will be named like home test controller, as I'm going to test my home controller. So that's why I'm writing it as the home test controller, and you can write any name as you want. Let's finish. This is the home test controller. I have created a function using home test. Why I named it as home test, as I am going to test this home function of the controller. So I always used to prefer the same name of the function which you are going to test with the test post after it. So if you are, let's say if you are testing any negative case like with null, with not null, like that, maybe you have multiple test cases, so just name it as with null, or you can give the whatever name you want to give. So just it's only my way of doing it. So this is a function which I have written for testing the home function of the home controller, and the main thing which we need to do is annotate it with the @test. So this @test will tell this class that okay, this function need to be tested, this is a JUnit test case and we need to test it. So after creating the function, what we have to do, we need to implement our, I'm sorry, not implement, it extends our we need to extend the base class which we have already done in the first part. So this is a base test, and after base test what we need to do, we have a mock MVC object which we already initialized. We need to use this mock MVC object. So this dot mock MVC dot what we are going to do, we are just performing some actions. So this is the perform, and what we are going to get request. Okay, so this is a get request, and mention here your URI. I have a URI like this only, as you can see, slash only for this home function. So this is the home. Now what we are expecting, now you have to write what you are expecting from this controller. I am expecting that if it is running successfully, it should give the status okay, that is the 200 okay status. If your controller is sending another status, you need to write like that only. So and expect status dot is okay. Okay, you can see there are multiple statuses. They have mentioned that 1020030 redirection, 301 is the redirection. So there are multiple statuses they have given. Just mention it according to your code that you want to test. Okay, after this we are expecting a view name should be written from this. So what should be the view name? it should be like this, dot view and expect view dot name. So what will be the view name of it? I'm having a view name as home. If it is mentioned, okay, let's mention it here, home. Okay, so this is the view name. Now what will this view will do? It will redirecting us to the some JSP page. So let's mention it as and expect. It will be redirecting means forwarded URL. So where it will be forwarding us to the it is forwarding us to the okay, home.jsp page. So we should write it like this, WebINF views home.jsp. You can see that I have a home.jsp under WebINF, then views, then home.jsp. If it is another deep level folder, you can write other name as like which pattern you have it in your project. So I have a pattern as WebINF, views and home.jsp. So now it is done for this function, this controller only. So let's run this one firstly and see if it is working fine or not. Okay, home controller, no bean named home controller. Okay, actually this is like when we are configuring it in the last video, I have just mentioned it the caps H for showing you the negative test case. So only just correcting it. So now again run this one. So now we don't have any errors or any failures and it is running successfully. So now we have tested the view name. Now we also need to test our model in it. Now we need to test the model as well. For testing the model, what we need to do, we are expecting that and I'm expecting that the model returning by this controller, it should only have the single of size 1 and the server time should not be null. And but we can test that if the server time is having the value, it is not having any value. So what we can test is server time, if it is exist or not, or if it is of size 1 or not. So let's test it. So firstly we need, what we have written that model size should be 1, model dot size equals to 1. If you have multiple models in it, then make it as the number of the model you have in your project. And next what I am expecting that it should contain the attribute as server time. If it is having a static value which you can test, then mention it as well. I will show you in the next function of if when we are testing any function as well. So this is what I am testing right now for this controller. So let's go with the another controller that I'm going to test for get path variable using the path variable and the request param. So now I mentioned the other two method as well, that is using the path variable and the request param. But I have made the changes. I just copied all the things from this function to both of them, changed their name. Now next part, what I have done for the path variable, mention its URI, and then it is a value that we need to mention. So mention the value which I need to pass. Nothing need to be changed, things we need to change. So just mention the value which you need to pass, and then copy the same values which we have written earlier. Next, what I am testing here right now, that I am also testing the model which is returning from this controller need to have the value as this one. So here I am checking the value of the model as well. So now this is next function is I am testing the next function of request param. So how you are mentioning the request param? Just mention dot param and the param name which you have mentioned in your controller, and then the value which you need to pass. This is the main thing which we need to do for the request param attributes. So again I am doing all the things like we have done before, and then testing that the value, model value should be exist as server time, and we can also mention this one else. So I am testing here the attribute value should be this which I am passing here. So now these are the only positive case. You can even extend your cases, negative case as well, according to your need. I am just here showing you the examples. So now running it, JUnit test. So now you can see that we have already completed, or we have successfully completed all the functions without any errors. This is the function which we have written in the base test for testing the configuration only, so you can even skip it for now. On the three functions which we have written as the test all are running successfully and with no errors and failures. So this is what we can do for testing our models and views using the get request. So in the next part we will be testing the same using the post request. So be tuned, keep learning, keep watching, and thank you. Bye bye, take care.